Hey guys, welcome to Nil's Gaming Den. I'm Nil, and today I'll be talking about the new event that's gotten rather a notorious reputation with its challenging bosses, Beast of Pursuit. This event caught a lot of us by surprise. It's a bit tougher than initially expected. I actually did not even think it was going to be a big deal, so whenever I first did Vine's R Zero, I did not record the footage, unfortunately. But all of the other fights, I had went ahead and recorded it as I did them, and I put together a compilation of each fight so that you guys can check them out and hope maybe see what I did there if you're struggling on the I did them all on the max difficulty. I don't actually even know how easy the previous difficulties are in comparison. I was able to one-shot most of these except for those who devour the elements. That one caught me by surprise because I was not aware of the shield, but everything else was pretty smooth sailing. I did it all with the same team. I will be covering the team and builds for each member at the end so that you guys can take a look at what I had there and if that may potentially help you out in your own clear. Really quickly, before we jump in, just want to cover the consumables that I used. I'm running a Mualani team, so we are trying to get food based on this party. Now, I was mostly interested in making sure this she had 100% crit rate for the attack food because she doesn't really benefit from attack. So I went with that. However, there is a better option. So there is the pate de fruit. I don't know. Yeah. So that one gives it 20% more crit rate. But if you can get Newlet's specialty, that is a 20% crit rate and 20% crit damage. Very nice. Just, good luck. You have to have Newlet, and you have to. There may be other versions, but this is the one I found, right? So I didn't want to use it because it's specialty food and my last one. For Mualani's damage, one of the more important foods is the defensive food here because this was what gives you extra HP. The delicious La Lettre et Folklores is good, but of course, Farina's specialty version of it is better. If you have either of those, definitely use that. If you have Farina, obviously get the 30%, otherwise just go with this. Finally, getting an oil for hydro damage is going to be a nice little boost to your damage, so be sure to grab that too as they're pretty easy to craft. Bear in mind, all of these are based on my team comp, so if you have characters that run different stat priorities, you're not using a Mualani team, let's say you're doing Arlecchino or something, you want to use something that caters more toward that character's stats. Those who devour the elements. The second fight primarily focuses on not just your ability to break the shield, but your ability to store up damage for when the shield is broken. There are two bosses in this fight, so do what you can to ensure that you have a little bit of extra damage front loaded for when the shield goes down. You won't get a lot of retries in this fight, unfortunately. I guess it depends mostly on your speed of breaking the shield. I believe the shield is broken quicker with Nightsould characters, so having more Nightsould characters on your team may help in knocking the shield down a bit quicker. And of course, making sure that you have some consumables going will really help, so be sure to get your food and your oils. Here, I realize that the shield is about to go down, so I'm withholding Xingling's ult until he's ready, and now I send it, and go ahead and start the defense shred. Cadence isn't ready yet, that's fine, because Mualani still does plenty of damage here, as you can see. I just have to one-shot the boss while the shield is down, so I have plenty of time for the second fight, until I have just over a minute.
Hear the echoes of the valley! blessing.
Luba, get carving waves.
At this point I realize I'm not gonna have time to properly send Mualani's next burst, so I just shred defense, send Shenling's skill, and pray. Master of Fire and Water, the third fight, was substantially easier than the previous fight, at least for me. That said, I would recommend using a fire team to better ignite the fruits of this guy, just like you would in the boss fight.
Check this out. Best of luck.
Bring it.
Luba, get them.
Flee.
Need a surfboard? Fast.
Letting brave names echo. Grant us your blessing.
Out of the frying pan, into the fire. Hey-ya! Carving waves.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Do your worst.
Amazing.
We shall prevail. Flip.
Nice and spicy. Eat this. Catch an epic wave. Whoosh! Carving waves. Surf's up. Woohoo!
Let the mountain's veins boil. Bring it.
Oh, let's ride.
Heart of the Boulder, the third fight. It took longer than it should have, mostly because I was not using a Geo character. The Geo character gets substantial damage gain on this.
Hear
Well,
the echoes of the
of course
valley.
Shalona, but she's not built damage. Using like Navia or Ito, even Noelle, someone that you have built for a lot of PTO damage would probably be more suitable for this fight.
Nice and spicy.
Also trying to make sure that you can get on the top of the pillars, which wasn't an issue with Shalona, of course, but you want to be sure to break open those little things on the pillars, just like you would in the actual boss fight on in the overworld.
Check this out. Best of luck.
Bring it. We shall prevail.
Nice and spicy.
Let the mountain's veins boil.
Let's ride. Woohoo!
Do your worst.
You're toast.
Bring it. Hey-ya! Letting brave names echo. Grant us your blessing.
Out of the frying pan, carving waves. Catch an epic wave.
Hear the echoes of the valley. Bring it.
Nice and spicy.
Flee.
Hey-ya!
Nightsould-Encircled Domain, the fourth fight. It was not too bad for me, however, I did underestimate the amount of damage this guy can do when he is spinning, so do be careful of that, as it would be very unfortunate to pay the price like I did.
Oh no.
Not my lucky day.
They ask you how you are, you just have to say that you're fine when you're not really fine, but you just...
Here, he gains an electric shield, so having a pyro character or something that reacts with electricity quite well is going to be beneficial in shredding his shield. That said, it wasn't as bad as the first shield from the second boss, so I wasn't too worried about it. And notice here, of course, I respected the mechanics a bit more and dodged.
Hear the echoes of the valley.
We shall
Cadence of the Elements. The final fight in the series. Compared to some of the others, it was definitely more tame. However, I would recommend bringing a team that can use a lot of ults, a lot of elemental burst, just to take the full advantage of the blessing within this fight. Also, I'm quite certain using Pyro or Electro is much more suited for taking down this boss than a Hydro unit. But I still was able to clear it just fine with Mualani. But for a better, more forgiving clear time, I believe it might be best to stick with something that's better against the boss itself. Okay, taking a look at my team composition real quick. We have Mualani at 38.5k HP. Her EM still needs some work, but her crit rate is almost there. You have to add 40% to Natlan characters, right, because of the set. So she's about 87%. And then crit damage 260, it's okay. Still working on trying to get her better overall, but I'm quite happy with where she's at. Currently, she has her signature weapon, Obsidian Codex, and she is C1. Mostly got that for the exploration perk, but the 66% for the first hit of every burst is quite nice. Shilonen is a work in progress for sure. I definitely don't have her as well built as my Mualani, but she does meet the defense requirements that she needs, which is 3200. And I did try to make sure she has some ER. I also gave her a healing bonus circlet just to make sure the party could stay alive, right? She does have her signature weapon, got the scroll of the hero of Center City. She is C0. Zhengling, I had to give up a lot of her stats to get her a ton of energy recharge. So she's very poorly built. Her primary reason on this team is to give her the ability to have pyro application for Mualani. Currently has the catch for the energy recharge. Severed Fate, same reason. C6 because she's been out since forever and I've been playing since day one. Cadence. Waited a long time for Cadence to be good in a party and she's one of Mualani's best companions. Her ult gives an elemental damage that comes from normal attacks. It gives a bonus to them. So it's very nice. She does have the energy requirements that she has, which is the main purpose of being on the team. I still need a lot of work for her. She has Favonius to help keep her ults cycling out a lot as well. Very important that she's ulting as frequently as possible for Mualani. She currently has Severed Fate, but that's because my Archaic Petra is still a work in progress. Once I have Archaic Petra, I will definitely be swapping out to that. Get that nice elemental damage bonus to Mualani. She is C6 as well. And that is a wrap for this video. I do hope you guys enjoyed it and gleaned some information from it that you found helpful. This is my first video that I have edited myself, and I do hope that you guys found it enjoyable. I do intend on releasing more videos in the future, albeit much more polished. I had to rush this one somewhat given the limited time nature of the event, but that is what it is. I was still able to throw something together, and I wasn't too disappointed with it. Anyway, until my next video, see you guys around.